Hey guys, today we're going to talk about making some young tarantula enclosures. Got some AMAC boxes here, using a 1/16 inch drill bit. It's not a acrylic drill bit or a plastic drill bit. It's got a little different angle on the tip, so it doesn't leave the cleanest of holes, but you can easily clean them up with just a little bit of, your nail or just rubbing your fingers over them, and it cleans up the inside. On this one here, I started marking the holes. May or may not be able to see that. You probably really can't, but all I did, took a small ruler with a slide on it and a clip, and that way they're evenly spaced. It's kind of just one of those things that I tried drilling some before and they're all over the place no matter how hard I try, and it drives me absolutely nuts. So got the AMAC boxes. I've got a couple different sizes here. It's like a 4x4x3 square, I believe. I think this is a 2x2x3 or 4. These ones are 4x4x7. But anyways, a couple different sizes. We're going to set up, like this one here is going to be for an arboreal. Same thing with this smaller one here, where I drilled some holes. A couple in the top, opposing sides. That way, put a little bit of soil on the bottom to help with humidity. And then I'm going to glue a stick or a piece of cork bark up inside. That way, when I take it apart to clean, add a little bit of water or anything like that, I don't disturb the webbing for the young spider. I do have 7 slings coming tomorrow. Anywhere from a 1/4 inch on up to, I think, about 1.25 inches, thereabouts. A couple different varieties. 5 of them are arboreal, 2 are terrestrial. Gotta pick those up first thing in the morning from Fear Not Tarantulas. Anyways, here we go. When you do this, I always rest my finger on the drill bit to try to keep it from walking around when you first start drilling, and then I work my way towards me. Hopefully you guys will be able to see this. I just get it spinning, get it where I want, and then just kind of still guide it. Keep your finger there. Just go slow. Don't let the drill weight push it. And you don't want any part of the drill, be it where the bit is or the chuck, because otherwise you could crack it, you're going to mar it, it's not going to be pretty. The AMAC boxes aren't the most sturdy things out there, but for what they cost, you kind of can't go wrong with them, especially when the spiders don't stay in them forever. So, just going to keep going through here. So, I use my finger to stop it from plunging all the way down. If I had a drill press, that would probably be ideal, and a different bit, but just using what I've got. You can see here I've got a couple done. So we're going to continue drilling these holes. The drill bit walks a little bit every time, but you can see the holes there. We'll get them all cleaned up on the inside. Just take them, rub a little bit like that. A couple of them will have the plastic will kind of go down back inside of them. So usually I'll just have to poke it out a little bit. One of these days I will have to invest in some drill bits specifically for plastic and acrylics. So, see there, got those holes drilled on that side. So what I'll do is I'll come around, mark the other side just like I did, which is just using one of these. I just put a dot. I'm going 1 every centimeter. I do recommend keeping the lids or the tops and bottoms together, as this will help add some rigidity to it, so you're less likely to crack it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and finish drilling a couple of these up, and then I will come back and we'll start trying to put some stuff together. I'll show you how I clean it before putting it together. Now that I'm done drilling some of these, how I clean them: wipe them down, a little bit of rubbing alcohol, then let them air out really good. But this will get kill any of the static, which will allow the little plastic pieces to get out of there, as well as any mold release, stuff like that, the stuff you don't want around your tarantulas. So this one's going to be for a terrestrial. Let that one air out. Don't forget the lid. Give a little wipe down. Now that the enclosures are clean, we're going to start putting them together. And first we'll start with this small arboreal enclosure, which got a couple small little sticks. I also have some cork bark. Let's take a piece of this one. Do have a little saw, which works great. This piece is already starting to split a little bit, so like I said, this one was already starting to split. That's left us with these two pieces. So next thing we'll do is we'll kind of size this up a little bit. Probably just break it off. Looks like my main camera shut off, but here's what we've got so far for this slightly larger arboreal tarantula enclosure. See, put a little bit on there, glued that to the back. Sometimes it's not always best to glue the stuff in because it makes it harder to get them out when you're trying to upgrade them, but an enclosure this size, the T should be in there for a while. You shouldn't really upgrade too quick. So now we're going to do the same thing that we've been doing, which is some creature soil in the bottom, and we'll fill it up a ways. This one will also get a water dish, but one of the differences with this one is that we are going to put a little hide in the bottom. There is enough room. About like that. And we've got some of these little pieces left over. Pack that down a little bit. And I kind of expect the spider to web up some of this. We'll just dress it up a little bit. Pack that down around the back. Keep the feeders out. And just like that. Show you guys what we got in here. I know the glue on the back isn't the prettiest, but hopefully they'll web up around that. So there we go.